Hello, Superdean here, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. It's been a while since I've been on Doki Doki, as I've been full of cold, and I don't think you need to hear me all snotty and awful, trying to do a spoken word graphic novel game thing, whatever this is, dating simulator. So when we last left off, we had another homework assignment. We found out that we were going to be performing at the festival, and we seem to be getting friendlier with Yuri, so we're going to keep going on and see what happens next. By now it is a little easier for me to do that. Approach Yuri. I stand up from my desk and sit in the one next to her own. Yuri. Ooh. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? I don't have any thoughts. How were you even able to tell that I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I like to do a lot, so it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concerns of those willing to share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping them to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I'm glad to listen. It's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Say. Say? Yeah, she seems a little off today. But when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help wondering if something's happened to her. Oh, that's quite romantic. Eh? Sorry, I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's nothing. Ugh. It's not that. I just didn't want to misunderstand. Say and I have been friends for a long time, that's all. I see. Then perhaps it's unusual for her to be dismissed. Oh my God, Dean. Right. Pull your finger out. Then perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little bit too much. Superdean. The world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. So you think there might be something behind it all, after all? I think that Say is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head. And she might not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behaviour today too, and I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looks like she's fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess it was that was the case. Say, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. But you don't need to put it in that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deep into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she's searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. And you are someone honest and caring. May uncover feelings you weren't aware you were in you. My God, I think she'd be a very fortunate person to have you feeling that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy. So I think I'm pretty good at... I just realised I haven't started my timer to record my episode. Oh, poo! Start. Anyway. I'm understanding my own feelings. I'm not as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it, yeah. I should be taking my mind off the whole thing anyway. Why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make me reading time any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Tetley's. Tetley's is the best cup of tea. Maybe PG if you get the right sugar in it. Not to mention yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf. The kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in the teacher's desk, and then we're going to get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because her long... Steady on. Her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? Well, Yuri's going to make some tea, so I suddenly realise how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. Ah, okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of one-person job, isn't it? That's... For once. Yeah, she's been nice. Or do you want me to tell there's something wrong... What? Or do you want me to tell there's something wrong with helping involve... Eh? My mouth gapes. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, Superdean. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. We're leaving the room together! Oh my god! We're unsupervised. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri? Some things about the way she said that, it made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it was also not right for Monica to judge people like that. Superdean, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing that you do is bad, as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions, and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Superdean, I really like being friends with you. Thank you, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, yeah, shall we go? Yeah. Walk to the nearest water fountain. Once filled the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Superdean, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Well, if it's like, what do I say, Tetley's, then we're fine. Anything is fine. Very well. To 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do anything less when I'm making tea for others, even if it's not an expert at tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. We're doing it that kind of way. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? Well, I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out, not very hard for me to do. When it is you who's around anyway. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worried about me, Superdean. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Superdean, I might have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why is that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than being bent over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realise. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's mostly like me because your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading? Yes, I have terrible reading posture. What is she doing? That seemed dodgy. What can you get from getting bad posture by... I'm not going to go into that. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. If you know, you know. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I keep hidden from Say's candy radar. I take it since it would go nice with the tea, or well with the tea. You and I sit against the wall, teacups at our side. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding half of the other book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuru's always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Calm yourself, Superdean. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it in my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus, because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Oh, not the chest! Meanwhile, Yuri has noticed a single thing, hasn't? She wears her intense reading expression. I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Ah, sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. Ah, that's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch them, then I might get smudges on the page. Ah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologise. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opened the book with both hands. She holds it to any hard time of reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically rested on top of my leg. Ooh. Well, in that case, Yuri has already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate, and hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Suddenly breaks. Did I just... She needs to confirm what just happened. Superdean. Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do, right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah. That's all it was. It was innocent. Yeah. Then you don't need to stop or anything. I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell her expression that she can't even focus now. My heart is pounding. I nerves taking the chocolate between my fingers. Ooh. But this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it ever come to this? Oh god, I've got a throat. Sorry. Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling in the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Like before. Yuri parts her lips, but it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot... Oh my god, hot breath on my fingers. Dion, what am I doing? Oh. Okay, everyone. Oh, thank god for that. Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. Superdean, you can help Yuri put the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Yeah, okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hasten to clean it without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling there is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. We'll save Yuri till last, shall we? Let's go for save! It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can always tell you don't like it. Well, you didn't need to worry about it, I think. After all, you wrote this for somebody else, didn't you? Probably Yuri. I did this for anyone specifically. Specifically, I can't read. Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In the club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Superdean. Say, is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. If you insist. Yay! I'm going to go home a little bit early today. Say? Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, God. I think maybe Say's upset that we're hanging out with Yuri more than her. Whoops! Oh, well. Oh, man. This is seriously a step backwards. I liked your last two better than this one. I mean, I guess I can't be mad at you for trying different things. As long as you're not trying to impress Yuri or something like that. Gross. Okay. Like you said, I'm allowed to try new things. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Isn't there more of a compliment to me? No, gross. It's not like that I care. It's just that one of us in the club has to make sure you're not slacking off. Really? Well, what if you end up just scaring me away? That's, it's not... I wouldn't actually do that. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Good. Stomach. Oh, maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all. I was just joking. Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too. How the hell do you call that a joke? It seriously hurt. Well, maybe it was fun to her. I guess that's the kind of point. I should really just watch my mouth around that. Anyway. Told her poem about nothing even happened. Oh my god. I bet you're... We didn't even have to read Say's poem. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminish your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place. A beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with bright light, the wall in your mind and melts away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach, that makes your heart leap in a way you thought I'd left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand. Ah, Jesus! Bathe in the sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail. Set you free in a windy sail. And remember the reason you're wonderful. When you press your lips to mine. Way up. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought you had left long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach you will escape. You will learn to love yourself again. Oh, yeah. I felt like I keep writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kinda hard to write anything negative about the beach. So you decided to write about the beach first, then came up with the message later. Yeah, well, it's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realised we kind of wrote about the same thing, she wanted to pick a topic and had both of us write about it, or whatever. You can't really see her doing that too, making us write the same topics, trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. But it's not like I care. I just do it anyway. I mean, I guess me ending up with kind of a metaphorical too, but there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. Come on, Monica, what do you want to talk about? Hi, Superdean. Have you thought about what you want to submit to the performance festival? Well, being in the club is one thing. Performing in front of a bunch of people. Ugh. I have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It'll also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. Holding in my hands. This one's good. It feels like you're not getting more... only getting more comfortable with your style, but imaginary is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a total different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or when she talks about literature. It's like a light turns on inside her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what's going in that head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just meant that I wish you didn't keep so much to herself. But still defending her like that. You must be pretty into her. You're completely misunderstood. Haha, calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Yeah, a fictional one anyway. Monica kind of whispers the last part to me. It's just a hunch, but, well, there's anything wrong with that? Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. Anyway. Oh my god, this is going to be a massive poem too, isn't it? I'll share my poem with you right now. Alright. Oh, okay. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale of a lady who wanders earth. A lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who found every answer. A meaning, all purpose, and all that we ever was sought. And here I am. Oh, a feather. Lost adrift in the sky. A victim of the current of the wind. The day after, I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all the others have turned away, the legend is all that remains. The last dim star, glimmering in the twilight sky, until one day the wind ceases to blow. I fall and fall and fall evermore, gentle as a feather, a dry quill expressionless. But a hand catches me between their thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look in her eyes and find no end to her gaze. A lady who knows everything, knows what I am thinking before I can speak. She responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, of which amounts to nothing. There is no meaning, no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath she blows me back afloat, and I am picked up by a gust of wind. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are all sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical. Oh, God, Dane. Excuse me. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into that. In a way, it's almost a paradox. Because if you had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, that's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Aha, you are surprised. I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Ah, yeah, that's... Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip for the day. Oh my god. If you're even too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good, it can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find one person who enjoys writing, then share becomes a lot easier. Because instead of you just telling that your writing is good, okay, or bad, they will want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning. Yuri! Superdean, your writing has only improved these few days. Every poem you've shown me has been nothing short of spectacular. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious even. I don't think it even came to me this naturally. Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me, but I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after. Is that so? She smiles to herself. This feels... I'm so glad I got to change a chance to share my writing. I never thought it would feel like this. I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe that you're so good at something you've never even shared with anyone. Why can't I read? It's kind of a shame, maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. What do you mean? Well, Yuri smiled sadly. Superdean, during lunchtime, I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway, but books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People who want to fall in love with, or people who just want to make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face. Apologies. Or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day, you know? And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you? I'm not a know-it-all, Superdean. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing with you that I really understood what was missing all this time. But I haven't really done anything. No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Superdean. I speak too slowly. I second-guess myself all the time. I read too deep into things, but every time, you always treat me like everyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's what I feel every time when I talk to you. I feel really happy. I see. Well, I treat you, you know, how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined the club hoping I would make friends, and I would say I have at least one success. Wouldn't you? If you put it that way, yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we? Yuri puts her head in her hands. Quiet you. She smiles, she does. Do you want me to show you your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. Oh, another beach one. A marvel million of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface under a clear blue sky of expression of bliss. But beneath the grey, sailing clouds, an endless enigma, the easiest way to get lost in. The only way everything can be found. Only one can build a sandcastle where the sand is wet. But where the sand is wet, the tide comes. It will get licked at your foundations. Will you give in? Or will you surrender? Waves send you crashing down the blink of an eye. Either way, the outcome is the same. Yet we still build sandcastles. I stand with the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic, the breeze is gentle, yet powerful. I sink my toes until the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils? Turning back, I abandon my piece to envelop at the shore, drifting forwards as I return to Earth forevermore. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an insane thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. Yeah, Ned told me about it. She did? Shush you. She didn't say anything weird, did she? She just wanted to write about the same topic again. I suppose it's better to compare the difference in our writings on our thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she wanted to do something like that. She probably just wanted to show off. It's not like a particularly interesting in her writing style. I just went with her request, but, well, I suppose it's not bad to write something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, no? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Right, so I think there is another good point to end. We're doing good, we're getting close to Yuri, but unfortunately we are, I guess we have pushed Say away. And she's maybe still friends, but I'm assuming maybe she was hoping we'd get more friendly with her, so we'll find out next time. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you in the next one. Superdean. Out.